your trusted source for all the news, information, scores, and everything else going on around the state. It's the OSAA Today podcast.
Hello there, sports and activities fans across the great state of Oregon and beyond. Welcome in to another edition of the OSAA Today podcast. I'm your host, Chris Burkhart, an associate director here with the OSAA. We're going to have some fun today. Going to dedicate to bringing you this bad boy once a week all season long. If you're watching on video, you see the background around me. That's right, we've put some time into having a nice podcast video studio up in here, and we're going to absolutely take advantage of it. Starting today with the OSAA Today podcast. Sitting here recording right now, it is August 27th. And for those of you who have circled your calendars all year long, you know what that means. It is first contest day. So by the time this thing's edited out on the web, there's going to be soccer matches going on, volleyball matches going on, football jamborees. The first Friday of the football season is tomorrow, and then we are off and running with another fall season, and hopefully it's a great start to an overall amazing 2026-2027 OSAA activities and sports year. It's going to be absolutely awesome. Now, before we get into the nitty-gritty of today, which is going over some of the preseason coaches polls that have been released this week, thanks to all the hard work that our writer John Tawa does at the OSAA Today. We've got a couple other things to get out of the way. First off, I want to give a massive shout out to the Student Advisory Council, a new group of student leaders here at the OSAA. They're going to be heading tons of projects all year long, and you're going to hear from my pals Brandon and Jalen, who are going to be kind of controlling a couple of their own episodes of this podcast. They're going to be getting out there, talking to different athletes, different coaches, talking about different months of the year, whether it be like Breast Cancer Awareness Month and how you can get involved, and how you can get involved with Student Advisory Council as well, and how you can help impact change moving forward with the students. So shout out to those guys who are hard at work right now, putting together some episodes, and everyone else within that Student Advisory Council as well. Speaking of being a student advisor, being in a role of leadership, Captain's Camp is right around the corner. A very, very good event that we've been doing here for a few years. Got 3 different locations and times this year around. You'll have Central Oregon, going to be holding one at Summit High School on September 19th. Eastern Oregon at Stanfield High School on September 20th. And then here in the Portland metro area, Glencoe High School will be hosting Captain's Camp on September 27th. Each camp will run from 9 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. Plenty to do, plenty to learn, and it is called Captain's Camp. It is not just for captains. It is for captains and those who aspire to be captains, which, as our friend Missy says, should be everyone, because everyone should want to be a captain. So whether you're a captain and you want to refine your skills, or someone who hopes to have that captaincy one day, Captain's Camp is for you. You can get more information at OSAA.org or talk to your coaches and athletic directors. Now, let's get in to what we wanted to talk about today, the preseason polls. They're all out. You can find them right now at OSAA.org. Go to OSAA Today. You can find them, been posting them throughout the week. You can expect those. Football polls every single week. Volleyball will come out, I think, bi-weekly. Cross country, you'll have a mid-season one and a postseason one. And soccer will be in there as well, coming out Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, all around the board, because there's a lot to get through throughout the year. So let's start with girls cross country, shall we? In the 6A. Jesuit comes out at number 1. They are, the last time they won was 2023. And Lincoln comes in, 2-time defending champ there at number 2. Sherwood, Westland, South Eugene, Franklin, Ida B. Wells, Sunset, North Medford, and Tigard round out the top 10 in the 6A girls. In 5A, Crater is number 1. They last won in 2024, while defending champ Summit comes in the preseason coaches poll at number 2. Ashland, Caldera, Corvallis, Bend, Dallas, Wilsonville, Crescent Valley, and Churchill rounding out the rest of the top 10. In 4A, Klamath Union, they finished second the last 2 years. They come in at the preseason number 1. Philomath, who won in 2024, comes in at number 2. Defending champ LeGrand comes in at number 3. And there you have Banks at number 4. They were last year's champ in the 3A, but they are moving up to 4A. Scappoose, Cottage Grove, the Dalles and Dufur, North Bend, Staten, and Baker rounding out the top 10. Now, moving on to 3A, new this year, a little bit of a split. No longer 3A, 2A, 1A running together, 3A running by itself, 2A, 1A running by itself. So for the 3A, Oregon Episcopal, they're at number 1, Siuslaw at number 2, Catlin Gable at number 3, Santiam Christian number 4, St. Mary's of Medford number 5, Westside Christian number 6, Glide and Sisters come in tied for 7th, Coquille at 9, and Pleasant Hill coming in at number 10 with that one first place vote as well. In the 2A, 1A, Union, Bandon, Hepner, Ione, and Enterprise Joseph Wallala are your 1, 2, 3, and 4. Imbler at 5, Central Lynn, Western Christian, Lakeview, Kennedy, Napa, and Southwest Christian round out your top 10. So there's going to be some awesome races out there on the tracks this year. Absolutely, there will be. Now you look at the boys cross country. Got a lot of lists to get through, so bear with me here. But boys cross country 6A, Lincoln is number 1. They were runners up last year. Jesuit, 2-time defending champ, is your preseason number 2. Sunset, Central Catholic, and Sherwood round out the top 5. And Franklin, who was a 2023 champ, there at number 8. In the 5A, 5-time defending champion. That's right. 2021 through 2025. They have not finished outside the top 2 since 2013. That is your Comets of Crater, who are number 1 in the preseason poll. Number 2 is Summit, who has been the runner-up the last 3 seasons. Bend and Corvallis go 3-4, while Wilsonville comes in at 5. Hood River Valley, Caldera, North Eugene, Crescent Valley, and Milwaukee coming in to round out the 10. In the 4A, La Grande, who is your defending champ, is your preseason number 1. Malala, last year's runner-up, comes in at number 2. The Dalles Dufur, they were the runner-up in 2024. They are a preseason number 7. Klamath Union, Cottage Grove, Newport, and Staten, 3, 4, 5, and 6. While Philomath, Tillamook, and Marist Catholic go 8, 9, and 10. In the 3A, Siuslaw, last year's 3A, 2A, 1A champ. They are right there. Boom. Number 1. Neocani, number 2. Nissa, number 3. Oregon Episcopal, number 4. And then you have Santiam Christian 5. Enterprise Joseph Wallala. That co-op at 6. Westside Christian, Riverside, Pleasant Hill, and Burns rounding it out. Now, you got some fun here in the 2A, 1A. Union, they last won in 24. They are number 1 to start the season. Napa, last year's champ, they are number 2. Bandon was the runner-up in 2025. They are number 3. Southwest Christian, Regis, St. Stephen's Academy, Faith Bible, Trinity Academy, Hepner, Country Christian, and Vernonia rounding out the top 10. That is boys cross country. Going to be, again, some fun races out there on the course. Now let's take a look at soccer, shall we? The pitch. That's what they call it in that sport. It's going to be fun out there too. Soccer around this state has been amazing the last few years. Some wonderful games in the championship rounds last year, and that's kind of where we'll start, because 2-time defending 6A champion for the girls, Jesuit, comes in as the preseason number 1. They beat West Lynn 4-1 last year in the championship game. West Lynn coming in as a preseason number 4. Grant, the champs in 23 and second in 24, they are number 2, while Lincoln is number 3. Lake Oswego, Central Catholic, Lake Ridge, Beaverton, Mountainside, and Tualatin round out the rest of the 10. In the 5A, Bend is your defending champ. They come in as the preseason number 1. They beat North Eugene 1-0 in the championship game last year, and North Eugene comes in as the preseason number 2. LaSalle Prep and Wilsonville go 3 and 4. Wilsonville was your 2024 champ. Summit, Crescent Valley, Silverton, Caldera, Canby, Hood River Valley, Putnam, and Sandy go to the rest of the way. That is a 3-way tie for 10th place, by the way. Hood River, Putnam, and Sandy. In the 4A, Marist Catholic had a 2-0 win over the Dalles Dufur in last year's championship game. They are the 2-time defending champ, and they are the 2026 preseason number 1. Scappoose, preseason number 2. Valley Catholic, who comes up from 3A, 2A, 1A, is your preseason number 3, and the Dalles Duffer comes in at number 4. You can take a look at the graphic there. Henley, Philomath, Klamath Union, North Marion, Gladstone, and Hidden Valley round it out. Now in 3A, 2A, 1A, Catlin Gable, who is with a winner in 2023 and 2024, is your preseason number 1. Oregon Episcopal at number 2. Amity, your defending champion there, at number 3. They beat Valley Catholic 4-1 in penalty kicks in last year's championship game. And then you have St. Mary's of Medford, Central Lynn, Creswell, Blanchett Catholic, Westside Christian Sisters, and Umatilla. All right, are you still with me? I hope you're still with me, because if you've been waiting for boys soccer, I got a list right here to go through. Here in the 6A, Beaverton, your defending champ. They are number 1. They won their first championship since 1985 last year. 1-1 tie, and then they win 4-2 in PKs over Grant. Lake Ridge, the champ in 2023, comes in as a preseason number 2. Grant is number 3. Jesuit, who won in 24, is your number 4. West Lynn, Lincoln, McMinnville, Central Catholic, Cleveland, South Eugene round out the rest of the 10. 2-time defending champion LaSalle Prep enters the season as the coaches poll number 1. They are 1-0 victors over Corvallis last year in the championship game. Corvallis coming in at a preseason number 3, and your 2023 champion Summit coming in as a preseason number 2. Centennial continues to climb the ranks. They are number 4 in the preseason. And number 5, Crescent Valley. Number 6, Woodburn, Wilsonville, Silverton, West Albany, and Redmond Culver round out the rest of the preseason top 10. Taking a look at 4A now. Staten, your defending champ, is at number 1. They beat North Marion 1-0 last year in the championship game. North Marion is a preseason number 3. Henley, the champs in 2024, are your preseason number 2. The Dalles, Klamath Union, Newport, who won in 2023, is there at number 6. Marist Catholic, Seaside, Ontario, and Tillamook Neocani comes in at number 10. All right, now taking a look at 3A. Last year it was 3A, 2A, 1A. Those have split. Now we have 3A. And we have a 2A, 1A category. Now, in the 3A, Catlin Gable, who was the champ in 24 and finished 2nd last year, they are preseason number 1, but they're not alone, because Oregon Episcopal, who was 2nd in 2024, is also tied with them for the preseason number 1 spot. Westside Christian, who was the 3A, 2A, 1A champ in 2025, is your preseason number 3. Riverside, McLaughlin, St. Mary's of Medford, Blanchett Catholic, Dayton, Creswell, and Sisters go the rest of the way. In 2A, 1A, you have Grandview Christian Academy, followed by Delphian, C.S. Lewis Academy, Cross Hill Christian, Portland Christian, Umpqua Valley Christian, Riverside of West Lynn, Wilsonville, East Lynn Christian, Western Christian, and Pacific, rounding out the top 10 there. Are you keeping up so far? It's a lot of information to take in. I completely understand that. But of course, you can get this information anytime you want just by following us on social media at OSAA Sports. We're on Instagram, X, Blue Sky, Facebook, YouTube. We're on the podcast channels you're listening to right now. You can find us just about anywhere. And of course, you can go to OSAA.org/OSAAtoday, and you can find these articles posted every week from our friend John Tawa. Now, John gave me the girls volleyball poll today. It's up there right now. You can find it, but let's go through it, see how things are looking as we head into our first contest date. In the 6A, 3-time defending champion Jesuit is your preseason number 1. They have not missed the championship game since 2017. That is a long run of finishing 1st or 2nd. They're looking for a 4-peat this year. In their way will be Sprague, who is your preseason number 2. They finished 2nd in 2025. Sheldon, your 2022 champions, are a preseason number 4. South Salem is there at number 3. Nelson, Central Catholic, South Eugene, Westview, Forest Grove, Oregon City, and West Lynn round out the rest of the 10. In the 5A, Ben, who finished 2nd last season, is your preseason number 1. Crescent Valley, who finished 2nd in 2024, is your preseason number 2. And South Albany, 2-time defending champions who beat Bend in 3 sets last year, is your preseason number 3. West Albany, Crater, Summit, Wilsonville, Silverton, LaSalle Prep, and Corvallis are the rest of the top 10. In the 4A, defending champ Marist Catholic comes in as a preseason number 1. Valley Catholic, who was the 3A champ in 24 and 25 and is moving up to 4A, they come in as a preseason number 2. The Dalles, who was 2nd last year, is a preseason number 3. Cascade, Henley, and Marist go 4, 5, 6, while Pendleton, Astoria, And Cascade Christian go 7, 8, 9. Cascade Christian making the move up to 4A from 3A. And Staten there at number 10. In 3A, as I said, Valley Catholic, the two-time defending champ, they have moved up to 4A, so we're guaranteed a new champion in the 3A, and the preseason starts out with Dayton at number 1, Westside Christian at number 2. They were second last year. Sisters at 3, Burns at 4, Santiam Christian, Catlin Gable, Salem Academy, Vale, Creswell, and Coquille round out the rest of the top 10. And in the 2A, Cross Hill Christian, your defending champ, is number 1 in the preseason. Clatskanie, they are second last year. They're second right now in the preseason as well. Portland Christian, Crane, Hepner, Weston McEwen, St. Paul, Imbler, Santiam Christian, and Myrtle Point round out the top 10. Unfortunately, there is no 1A coaches poll this year. There was not enough coach participation in that one to do a sufficient poll. John is out there trying to get more information. We'll hopefully update the OSAA Today article as soon as he can, so keep a lookout for that. But now we move on to football. A couple jamborees will be going on today, and of course, first Friday, of the fall. That's tomorrow. There's going to be Friday night lights. The fields will be lit up. Football will be a go starting, with that first Friday. And it's going to be fun. It's going to absolutely be fun. Football is great. You'll love getting out there. Come find me. I'll be out to plenty of events getting some footage as well. But football, man, one of my favorite sports. Excited to see what it brings us this year because the last few years have been absolutely wonderful here at the OSAA. So let's start with 6A, where Lake Oswego, your defending champ, comes in as the preseason number 1. They beat Central Catholic 35-6 last year in the championship game. Central Catholic, they're preseason number 3. West Lynn, your 2024 champion, they are preseason number 2, headed now by head coach Anthony Newman. Tualatin, Nelson, Willamette, Sherwood are your rest of your 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. But Jesuit comes in as a preseason number 7. Interesting part about that, Phil Rombach takes over for Ken Potter. Jesuit has their first new head coach since 1987. It's going to be some interesting times for the Crusaders. They do not turn over coaches a lot. It's going to be very fun to see what their new head coach can do. And then you have Lake Ridge and Grants Pass there at 9 and 10. In the 5A, Silverton, your champ from last year, comes in as a preseason number 1. They beat Summit 24-14 in that championship game. Summit, they're your preseason number 2. Now, 2 years ago, the championship game was Wilsonville versus Mountain View. Wilsonville won that game, and Wilsonville comes in as your preseason number 3 this year, while Mountain View comes in as your preseason number 4. Thurston just behind at number 5. West Albany, Dallas, Sandy, Lebanon, and Canby round out the top 10. In the 4A, Cascade, your defending champion, preseason number 1. Henley is your preseason number 2. Scappoose at 3. Cascade Christian, who was 3A champs last year, is now making the move up to 4A. They are the preseason number 4. Marist Catholic, Estacada, Marshfield, Tillamook are the next group, getting you from 4 to 8. Then you have Banks, who's also up from 3A this year. They're at number 9. Central and Junction City tied for the 10 spot. In the 3A, Cascade Christian, as I mentioned earlier, they move up to the 4A. So we're guaranteed a new champ at the 3A level. Burns, who was the champ in 2024 and finished second last year, they are your preseason number 1, followed by Vale, Santiam Christian, Kennedy, and Siuslaw. Mapleton, that co-op rounds out your top 5. Then you have Sisters Dayton, Douglas, Scio, and Sutherland and Warrenton are tied for the 10 spot. In the 2A, Lost River, who won last year with a 24-22 victory over Hepner, they are your preseason number 1. Hepner is 2. St. Paul, the champ in 2024, they are your preseason number 3. Oakland is number 4. Lowell is 5. Myrtle Point is 6. Bandon is 7. Culver is 8. Clatskanie is 9. And Napa is 10. In the 1A, 8-man, Adrian, your 2-time defending champion. They are your preseason number 1. Doofer, who was in the semifinals last year, is your preseason number 2. Imbler is number 3. Cross Point Christian comes in at number 4. They lost to Adrian in the championship game last year. They are tied with North Douglas for that 4th spot. Union is 6. Perrydale, Powder Valley, Elgin, and Camas Valley round out the top 10. And the final poll for us to go over today in this preseason edition of the OSAA Today podcast is 1A6. Jordan Valley comes in as the preseason number 1. Elkton at 2. Eddyville at 3. Powers at 4. Spray Mitchell Wheeler, that co-op, is number 5. Crow and North Lake, they are tied for 6. South Wasco County is at 8. Dayville, Monument, Long Creek, 9. And Triangle Lake rounds out the top 10. That was a lot of talking. That was a lot to go through. Thanks for bearing with me. Wanted to have a little bit of fun, though, go over those preseason polls. We'll go over those every week here as we get them. Again, John Tawa doing some great work for us there at OSAA Today. Speaking of which, you should be on the lookout for everything he writes, everything Austin White has, and everything Jerry Ulmer has. Just go to OSAA.org/OSAA Today. It's all right there on the front page as well to get all the latest information. As for this podcast, we're going to try to bring this to you every single week, every single Thursday. Going to get you some episodes. We're going to start having coaches. We're going to have athletic directors. We're going to have players on throughout the year. Going to continue to tell the story of what it is to be a member of the OSAA and what everything means to us, all the way from Astoria over to Burns. And we're going to talk about Baker. We'll talk about Grants Pass, Medford, Marshfield, Coos Bay, everywhere around this big, beautiful state that we call home every single week here on the OSAA Today podcast. If you have any questions, comments, guest ideas, things you want to talk about, shoot me an email, chrisb@osaa.org. Thanks for tuning in. Until next week, have fun out there. First contests are here. How exciting. Get out there. Send us your pictures at OSAA Sports on social media. We'll share them. We'll have some fun. It's exciting. And a massive shout out to everyone. Have an awesome first contest week. Have an awesome fall season, winter, spring to follow. It's going to be an awesome year for everyone out there and here on the OSAA Today podcast.